Welcome to Attention Talk Video, where we pay attention to attention. Now, here's your host, Jeff Copper.
Welcome, everybody, to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach, Jeff Copper. Today, I just want to share a lived experience in coaching today. In coaching, on my channel, I've really been trying to emphasize over and over, ADHD is an executive functioning impairment. Executive functions are a collection of mind tools that we use to solve problems. Problems are characterized by things that are multifaceted and ambiguous. So at the end of the day, a lot of the problems with ADHD is when you hit the wall of ambiguity, sorting your way through it. So all too often, people are trying to just focus on focus. I got to focus. I got to try harder. Now, if you're going to try harder in a moment of ambiguity, if you don't really know what you're doing, think about that. That's kind of an exercise in futility. So there's an individual I was coaching this morning, been coaching for a period of time, and they need to find a job. And they're getting up in the morning, they're taking a walk, and it's taking them an hour and a half to eat their bagel for breakfast. And they're really kind of not, they need structure, they don't have routine. And I said, well, let's think about this for a second. When you're looking for a job, you know that you got to go find jobs, you have to apply for jobs, and then you got to interview for jobs and stuff like that. But the issue really is how do you apply for jobs? What do you say for a job? What's your resume? How do you stand out? How do you follow up? There's a lot of ambiguity. And this particular person had been applying for the job for many, many jobs, let's say 100, if you will, and really hadn't gotten any feedback. So you're not really getting much. You don't really know what you're doing right or wrong. You're getting no direct feedback. And I said, if you begin to sit here and notice is that you're not doing anything during the day because you really don't know what to do. And what you're doing right now hasn't been successful. And this is a metaphor, really. This plays out for people with ADHD all the time. Whether it's a household project or looking for a job or something. And the emphasis is I need to schedule time to do these things, or I need to focus and try harder. But the elephant in the room is you don't know what to do. And so I recently did a video on the number one help, the tip of all time for people with ADHD, and that's get help. And more, you'll notice as our digital world is removing people from the equation. And one of the challenges is you've got to go out and you got to find those people to get yourself help to get through this. And so interestingly enough, I'm coaching this particular individual, and I remember, back in the 80s when I was looking for a job and there was no internet, is that it was like hand-to-hand combat, and you did a lot of networking. Like networking was by far the most efficient way to find a job, and I still think it is. But the issue is by going online, again, what do you say? How do you stand out? If you get in and you're having conversations, you're getting feedback and you understand kind of what's going on. But if you're not, you're struggling. And so that's a time when you probably need to reach out for help. Again, this is just a live lived experience. And my message is the majority of what you're struggling with is rooted in some level of ambiguity. You need to get help removing that ambiguity. So I hope this gives you pause to think. There's different tips, tricks, tools, and stuff, but they help you think or help you remove the ambiguity. But sometimes you just need one-on-one help. So I hope that gives you pause to ponder. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. And of course, for my listeners, please make comments, give me some likes just to kind of keep me up on the fold so I can get to people. Really try to push content over entertainment, slowly losing that war. But again, the idea here is I'm trying to help people, not just have them continue to struggle. So anyway, with that, I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.